Yeah, but Hop Sauce here. Hey, I bought some Ethereum on the dip. Okay, I'm not saying that it's not a victory yet. This is a swing trade for me. It's personal. Ethereum bounce off that support. I'm going to show you the chart here in a sec. I got a green candle, but look at this. On Wednesday, that CPI data is coming out. Thursday is the PPI, consumer inflation versus producer inflation, basically what it is. So I got to sit here and go, okay, is this a bounce or another trap before the inflation data brings things down? I think we're going to hit a resistance level here where I'm going to take profits. I'll show you, and it's going to go lower, I think. So what's going on, everybody? Hop Sauce checking in with you all. Just want to say I'm in Studio A so I can show you some charts right now. And this is exactly what I've been saying. Before you enter a trade, you want to look at some of these technical analysis points. The TA structure is important stuff right now. So I did buy that Ethereum on the dip. I'm not sitting there and keep my fingers crossed watching the news and buying something on hype. Okay, there's numbers coming out this week, so that was part of my reason. Now let's start with Ethereum. Here's what it looks like. Look, Ethereum is not going to go straight up. It's just not. I just want to keep this simple for y'all. I do have some trend lines and everything, but I'm just going with support and resistance right now. Okay, we all know we had this drop, started back in January, and then we've been kind of, when we found some kind of support here around that 1900, it's been in the channel. It looks very similar to Bitcoin in the XRP chart. We broke this bad boy and dropped off the table about, I'll mark it from here down. It's a 25% drop. And I'm like, okay, let's take a look at buying on this dip. So I had to have confirmation. It gave a big green candle yesterday. So I'm like, okay, that's confirmation enough for me. I wish I would have got it around here, around that 1630, but I ended up getting an order filled closer to 1650 is where it's at. So my goal on this particular trade is a swing trade. Okay, I'm trying to go to here up to the next previous support, which is resistance. That'll give me a roughly 28% gain. I'll take it. Okay, that's what I'm focusing on right now for this trade. Specifically, it's a swing trade. Now, this isn't some kind of emotion that I'm following. I'm following the charts to determine how to get in on this thing. Now, let's look at Bitcoin. All right, here's Bitcoin. It's a similar thing. Okay, that drop off, we all know that was January, back on the left side of the chart there. In this zone here, the zone was almost a similar percentage. Okay, right? This is Bitcoin. Pay attention to these pink downward trend lines that I've got going here. That's what I'm it's the bigger picture that I'm watching. But it's the same thing. 63,000, I had a support level here. It broke below that. The real level was closer to 60. Okay, I might just make that adjustment right now. I'm going to adjust my support level because it makes a little more sense down here where the body of the candle breached and then the body of the turnaround. Now, notice the difference on the Bitcoin chart. There's a green sliver candle today. Ethereum had a red. So just know that Bitcoin kind of leads this entire cryptocurrency market. My thought is that Ethereum candle is going to turn red and it should move up today. But like I said, I'm going to watch closely. If I get a 15% gain, I'm going to take that gain and we'll decide what to do from there. So what about XRP? Okay, I'm really looking close. XRP had a bigger bounce. That's what happens. The altcoins, a smaller amount of money can create a bigger gain bounce. That's why I decided to go in the middle. Not Bitcoin or XRP. I wanted to sit right in the middle with a higher market cap. That was my logic thinking on that. So here's XRP. That's a 4-hour candle. I'm going to put it on the day. It's the same story, people. If you look at this, if you can hear, I got doggies in the background. I don't know whether they're barking at something. We got too many dogs. It's crazy. So, oh look, okay, it's the same kind of a story. The downward trend, the wider downward trend. That's the entire crypto market. Sideways tight movement broke, may have created a larger drop. Let me see. That was similar. Okay. Ooh. We have a green sliver back up to $1.17. Man, XRP hit $1.05. Okay. For me, this trend line's a little bit tighter on the XRP chart than it is on the Ethereum chart. That's another reason why I chose to go with Ethereum. So I have to see if this bounces off this 125-ish. We're going to see what it does from there. My thought is, people, look, things are amazing. I feel like we're going to have this little bounce and go lower. That's just from what I'm hearing. I want to see the CPI, PPI data and then go from there. So my lesson today for y'all is simple. Buy the dip only if it works and you know the levels. Okay? If you're buying just because it's down, guessing, you see the chart, you got to know where the levels are. If something just goes down, it doesn't mean much unless we can attach it to your technical analysis to find specific levels that make sense. Now, that's where I use TradingView. You're able to draw lines quickly. The interface is great and easy. So I bought some Ethereum on the dip. Okay, I'm watching Bitcoin closely as well as that XRP for a possible setup. I just showed you on this trend line. I'm going to see what that looks like here. But these are the specific things that I'm looking in crypto. I'm not messing with the smaller market cap or micro caps with crypto right now. There could be some amazing plays. I do know some YouTubers that make money on those, but it just, time is money. You don't have that much time in a day to study hundreds of different projects. Just, my handful of charts that I use TA that I can handle without getting too stretched out. Okay, that's what I've learned now. Hey, thanks for checking, everybody. Like always, it's not financial advice. I'm just sharing my own trades and the process, how I do read the charts, because it's working for me. Now, and the thing is, I'm not the deca-millionaire yet that's kind of out of touch with everybody. I'm in touch with the retail investors here. I'm on this journey with you. All right, thanks for checking, everybody. Let's see how this week plays out. I'll check in and let you know. All right, peace out.